Hello, folks. It's another Saturday morning, and once again, we are going to look at footballs going on across the globe, and we're going to make verdicts on some of those matches that we selected here, as we do on a daily basis. And you know, we'll be looking at the results that they had in recent times, and also using those results to make verdicts on each of the matches that we have here today. And all right. Also remember we have our VIP membership. You can always get access to that by the link in the description of the video, or anyway you see join channel membership around this very video. All right. With that said, we head to the business of today. We had the first game for today in England League Two. We have Walsall who will be facing Colchester United. All right, as usual, we look at the recent stats for these two sides. For Walsall, it is two wins and two draws, as well as two losses. And for the away side, Colchester, three wins and a draw, but also two losses in the last six games. And when you look down on how these two sides fared when they played from home and away, respectively, when you look at Walsall, the last 10 home matches that they had produced six victories for them. And they also had one draw and three losses in the last 10 home games. And for the away side, Colchester United, we had three wins, four draws, and also three losses in the last 10 away matches for the away side, Colchester United. All right. And that's to say, the home side actually had 60% victory when they played from home in the last 10 home matches. And with that in mind, we look at how they fared on head-to-head basis. The last time both teams met, it was Colchester United who played from home on that very occasion, and they won on that very occasion by 2-1 against Walsall. But prior to that, we saw Walsall playing from home against this same very team, and Walsall actually won on that very occasion convincingly by 4-0. You know, and that's to tell you that this Warsaw does so very well, especially when they play from home against this very opponent. And hence, the reason we are giving the home side to either win or draw here. But we are going to double chance it and also add a minimum of 2 goals in this one. So it is home side either winning or drawing, and over 1.5 at a very big odd, a very good odd, 2.0 odd. That's a very good one. So home side win or draw and over 1.5. That's our verdict. All right, the next we have for you is in Wales Premier League. We'll have Llanelli Town who will be coming up against the Caernarfon Town. All right, and we'll look at the stats between these two sides. Statistics says that the home side in the last six matches have only managed just a single victory. They've lost 5 matches out of the last 6 games, and we look at the away side, Caernarfon Town. It is 3 victories that they had in the last 6 matches, and also had 2 draws, but I've only lost once in the last 6 games that I had so far. All right, when we look at the results for these two sides from home and away perspective, you can see for the home side, Llanelli, the last 10 home matches that they had produced 3 wins and a draw. They also had 6 losses. That is to say, 60% of the matches that they had from home produced losses. And for the away side, Caernarfon, it is 5 wins and 3 draws, and also they had 2 victories in the 2 losses rather in the last 10 away matches. Okay, they won 50% of the away games. All right, and the last time both teams met, it was Caernarfon who won against this Llanelli Town. It was a 6-1 victory for Caernarfon. A very, very comprehensive victory for Caernarfon on that very occasion. And when we put all that together, we are going to expect Caernarfon to do well in here in this very tie against Llanelli Town. So we are expecting the which side to win outrightly as a verdict for that very encounter. Away win. That's what we expect for that one. All right, on to the next tip for today. It is in also in the Wales, we'll have Wales Premier League rather. We'll have Penybont who will be up against Bala Town. All right, we're looking at the stats again. You could say for the home side Penybont, it is 3 victories and 3 losses in the last 6 matches for them. And Bala Town, on the other hand, have got just 1 win and a draw. They've also lost 4 matches out of the last 6 matches that they had. Not the best of stats for Bala Town in recent times. And when you look at how they fared on head-to-head, on rather, on home and away perspective, how they fared, in recent home matches and away side, and away matches respectively. you could say for the home side, Penybont, the last 10 home matches produced the 5 wins for them and 2 draws. They also lost 30 games. For Bala Town, it is 3 wins and 2 draws, as well as 5 losses. 50% losses. Right, home side have had 50% victory in the last 10 home matches. Okay, the last time both teams met, it was a 2-0 victory. It was a 0-0 draw rather, and prior to that, we saw Balatan beating this very side by 3 goals to 2. But the last time Penybont played from home, which was actually prior to the loss, they had a 3-2 victory against Balatan. So in this very one, having seen the recent form for both sides, we are going to expect to see the home side, Penybont, winning outrightly in this very encounter. So we go with home side to win. That's our verdict for that very one. All right. Okay, lastly, we have a game in the Dutch second division. We'll call it Eerste Divisie. We'll have FC Eindhoven who'll be up against Cambuur. And when we look at the stats for these two sides, we could see for the home side, Eindhoven having just one victory in the results in the last 6 games that they had. They've also lost 5 matches out of those 6 games. Not decided in good form at the moment. And for Cambuur, we could see 4 victories in the last 6 matches, also 1 draw and 2 losses in the last 6 matches for Cambuur. They're quite in better form. All right, looking at the performances from home and away perspective, as usual, we could see for the home side, the last 10 home games that they had so far produced 3 victories for them. They also had 1 draw, but have lost 6 matches out of the last 10 home games. From home, they've lost 60% of the matches that they had from home. But for the away side, Cambuur playing from away, the last 10 away games that they had produced 5 victories for them and 2 draws. Also, they had 3 losses in the last 10 away matches. And when you look at how these two sides fared on head-to-head basis, it was Eindhoven who won the last meeting from home. They had 2 victory against the Cambuur on that very occasion, but prior to that, Cambuur won by 2 goals to 0 against this side. Also, we saw Cambuur winning by 3 goals to 0. So the last 3 meetings between the two sides saw Cambuur winning on 2 occasions, while Eindhoven won the last meeting. And in this very one, also seeing the recent form for the home side and the away side, we are going to expect the away side once again to do very well against this very Eindhoven side. So we are expecting away side winning outrightly in this one. Okay, it is a away win. That's our value for that very encounter, and that will conclude it for us today on the Betcraft. We wish you the very best of luck and hope your ticket goes green. Remember, the other games that we're going to have today will be on our VIP special. You can always access it through the link in the description of the video, as well as anywhere you see join channel membership in this very video. All right, with that said, tomorrow is another day. We're back with our predictions, so play responsibly. Until tomorrow, keep winning.